Good evening. Um, Good evening. It's been a little while since I streamed. I wasn't really feeling well the past week, but feeling better now. I changed medications, so that's why. But um, so because that badly timed stream break, I never got to do the last two streams I was planning for May celebration. So the Morrowind construction set tour is going to be the next time I decide to stream Morrowind, whenever that is. And the Star Wars Kazoo show I was planning is going to be on some random weekend day before the end of the month. But today is 6/4, so to celebrate 64, I thought it'd be a perfect night to play some N64. So I'm a little tired tonight, so I'm just gonna start by running all the tracks on the Cruis'n World game, because of the three Cruis'n games released on the N64, this is the only one that works right on my emulator. So we're gonna look at all the tracks in Cruis'n World, probably just practice mode, and then we'll see what time it is when I finish that and how I feel to decide if we want to play another game or not. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Um,
Choose your car. Choose your car.
uh, Lots of some cool looking cars here. Yeah, the pink one is nice. That black one is nice. Ah, that purple's really cool looking. And that blue pickup. And a truck. But I really like this yellow car here. We'll go with this one. We're gonna do all the tracks once. How many tracks are there? 13. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna run it straight through.
Ready, set, go.
Hold on. It was broadcasting the music. And I don't want to get a copyright strike, so. We'll leave the sounds on, though. I just didn't want to.
Choose your car.
Alright, now let's go. So we're starting on the Hawaii track.
Ready, set, go.
Wow, I'm not. This car does not handle well. Let me pick a car with better handling.
Choose your car.
Maybe this one. Alright, so we're going to start in Hawaii. Okay, this one handles a little better. Still not great, but I can drive this.
Checkpoint.
Definitely a lot easier to pilot than a pod racer. I didn't even look up the autopilot cheat for this game. I don't think there is one.
Checkpoint.
This is the track I sampled when I did that N64 sampler a few months ago. But yes, this is the Hawaii track. The first of 13 we'll be looking at.
Checkpoint.
So it looks like this mode is 1 lap, but you can also do a 3-lap mode. You know what? I'm not wasting time with initials. Now we're going to Japan. I remember enjoying this track when I played on the arcade as a kid. I never had the actual N64 version. I used to play this back when it was common in arcades. So yeah, now we're cruising Japan.
Checkpoint.
Oh, I just lost a lot of time on that crash.
Checkpoint.
What the? I don't even know what I just did there. I just know I'm doing very poorly in this race.
Checkpoint.
Oh man. Looks like we're replaying Japan. So yeah, we have to get third or better to advance. So we have to replay Japan.
Ready, set, go.
We must have gotten lucky with Hawaii. To be fair, I had some bad spills in Japan on the first Japan run. I should say attempt.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
I'm just trying to avoid crashes, because that's what messed me up on the last attempt. Wow, that was sloppy.
Checkpoint.
Wow, the field is pretty close right now. The whole race field is pretty close right now. But I think we're getting close there. Man.
Choose your car.
Alright, so we're just going to do... We're just going to keep trying because I want to see all 13 tracks.
Ready, set, go.
And we were so close that last time. Had we not had that last second crash, we would have... Had we not had that last second crash, we would have been... We would have done well.
Checkpoint.
Oh, I just smashed the statue. Sorry, guys. That statue is probably hundreds of years old.
Checkpoint.
Much older than the car, at least.
Checkpoint.
That's the third time we ran Japan, so... I gotta find some way to move on. Maybe if we pick... Maybe if we pick one track at a time. No, it's forcing me to play whatever. Alright, this is not good. Alright, I guess we're stuck in Japan until... I guess we're stuck in Japan until we get third or better.
Checkpoint.
Which means there's no room for mistakes this run. This is now the fourth time we're trying this track. And I want to see all 13 of the tracks before Scream is over.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Yeah, there's no way. We're gonna change car, I think, because this car is just not giving me the speed I need.
Choose your car.
I need a low skid. Yeah, that one's got low acceleration. Everything with similar stats. What if I... We'll try the Scarab for this next track. If the car we're in doesn't work for us... What is this, number 5? Ah, screw this. It's still forcing us to play Japan.
Choose your car. Choose your car.
We're going back to the black car because it handles better. But we're going to go one track at a time. We've seen Japan a bunch, so let's go into Australia. I don't care where I rank on these.
Ready, set, go.
So we're in Australia now. And if it lets me play one track at a time, then that's just how we're going to do things.
Checkpoint.
I like seeing the different environments in each of these tracks. Yeah, the graphics are a bit dated, but they were amazing for their time. N64 graphics were kind of a big deal back then. This game came out at a time when there were only like 151 Pokemon. Now there's 900 something. Man, how times have changed over the years.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, I'm not very good at this game. Let's hope it lets us keep going one track at a time. So that was Australia. We just finished.
Choose your car. Choose your car.
Now we're going into China. We're going to see the China track now.
Ready, set, go.
Ah, this track looks nice. So this is now the 4th of 13 tracks.
Checkpoint.
And I'm not good enough to try championship mode yet. I need to practice a lot more. Definitely. Wow, lots of crashes on this track. Are Chinese drivers just that bad? Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to do a racial stereotype there.
Checkpoint.
Incidentally, I've been wanting to revisit Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It was one of my favorite computer games back in high school. And I never did get the expansion, which means I never got to play Conflux, the elemental town. So we'll probably have a Heroes of Might and Magic 3 stream coming up soon.
Checkpoint.
That one's a classic. So we finished China. Now we're going into Kenya. So I guess we got a safari track now.
Set. Go.
Wow, that was a big jump. And it sent me spinning. Did I just hear an elephant?
Checkpoint.
Alright, there's not much to see here. This track isn't very exciting to look at so far.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Those might be sleeping animals on the side, but the resolution is too low for me to tell. Or they might just be rocks. Alright, there wasn't much to see on that track. Wasn't very exciting. We're gonna go to Egypt now.
Ready. Set. Go.
This was another track I usually picked in the arcade a lot. I went through an Ancient Civilizations kick back in high school.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Ouch. That truck came out of nowhere. It was in my blind spot until it hit me. That wasn't fair. Oh well. Let's just keep going. This really is a cool... That really was a cool tunnel. Okay, I did pretty okay that run. Alright, if I counted correctly, about the halfway point on this track will be halfway through our tour. So this is the Russia track.
Ready, set, go!
So yeah. Even though we're boycotting Russia right now, this game was made long before any of that. So there's no reason to skip the track. And they do have a... It is one of the prettier tracks to look at, so... Russia boycott suspended for this retro game.
Checkpoint!
There are 2 secret tracks, but you have to be good enough to succeed on championship mode in order to get them, so we're not going to see those tonight. I've also been nostalgic for one of the Monster Hunter games I used to play on Game Boy. Not Pokemon, another one. So we'll probably do a Game Boy emulator stream someday soon, so I can show off the first couple stages of that game.
Go, baby! Checkpoint!
Wow, that was sloppy on my part. That was real sloppy on my part. And I think that cost me the race. Yeah, it cost me the race. Alright, so we're going to move on from Russia. And now we're going to go to... We're going to go to Germany now. So this is the Germany track.
Ready, set, go!
So one N64 classic that I'm planning to do a campaign series for is Zelda Ocarina of Time. Of all the many Zelda games, it's the only one I played through back when I had a 3DS before it got stolen. And I'm feeling nostalgic for that game, so I'm going to find a working ROM for Zelda Ocarina of Time, so that I may revisit that game and play through again on stream.
Checkpoint!
But that... probably start that after the Disney trip. the Disney. When I do the Disney trip, I'll be. I won't. There will be like 2 weeks where I'm not streaming. So
Checkpoint.
so now we're gonna go on to Italy. Hold on. All right, that phone call wasn't for me, so let's move on to Italy now. This was another one I did a lot in arcades.
Ready, set, go. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
And now we're gonna go to France.
Ready, set, go.
If I counted tracks correctly, we should have 3 more after France.
Checkpoint.
I'm glad I figured out how to get one track at a time. Yeah, that cost me the whole race right there.
Checkpoint.
As long as I can avoid crashing into any more trees, though, I should at least be able to get to the finish line. Even though I'm dead last right now. But it doesn't matter, because we're only doing one race at a time. Well, at least I'm not dead last anymore. That's the closest I've come to not even be hitting the finish line. And the first track where I didn't even get a scorecard. All right, we're going to England now.
Ready, set, go!
Incidentally, today was apparently the Queen's Jubilee, so England's kind of a big deal right now.
Checkpoint! Checkpoint!
That I don't know what happened there. That curve came out of my blind spot. I'm not gonna blame the road for that one. I just didn't see the curve. I don't know what UFOs have to do with England. All right, let's see. Next, we're going to Mexico. We're going to race in Mexico now.
Ready, set, go!
And you know what? I'm getting tired. So even though I wanted to do more for N64 night, I think I'm going to call it quits after we look at the last track, which should be the next one. And I'll have a special N64.
Checkpoint!
Or I'll just do focused game streams like I have been doing for the N64, I think. So yeah. This is interesting.
Checkpoint!
One moment of Indiana Jones. So yeah. I do plan to get a 3DS again
Checkpoint!
once I'm working. That was my favorite console all time. And I like the 3DS's way of doing games in 3D without needing glasses. That was a fun time. Alright, next race. And now we're going to New York. And it looks like this is going to be the final track of the night.
Ready, set, go!
So yeah, New York. So yeah, each track has a unique exotic look. Unfortunately, the Cruis'n USA ROM, it doesn't respond well to the controls. And the Cruis'n Exotica ROM doesn't work. I haven't even found one yet, so.
Checkpoint!
You know what we're gonna do? If I can find a Pokemon Stadium ROM, we're just gonna do a camera night where we go through and we take photos of all 151 Pokemon. Can't do anything with them anymore. You used to be able to print them, but the print stations were exclusive to a store which went bankrupt many years ago. So, yeah, we won't be able to print the photos we do on that stream, but we'll definitely do a photo run of the original 151. I don't think Pokemon Stadium 2, which included the Generation 2 Pokemon, ever included the photo mode. So yeah, as soon as we hit the finish line, that's end of stream for tonight. Just a short one, but again, I've kind of not been feeling well this past week, so. I mean, look, we finished the last track in last place, so.
Choose your car!
And I'll leave you on the eye candy of the car while I figure out who to raid. There's actually only one person on tonight, so let's raid Sandy AJ because none of my musicians are on tonight. Well, there's one, but I try not to raid him. I try not to raid anyone who's bigger than a certain size. And the one musician on my list right now has several hundred followers viewing right now. So we're gonna raid Sandy AJ tonight. I don't know. Looks like she's playing Tekken. Let's go. Have a good night. I hope to be more regular this week. I'll probably see you again for tomorrow for something. And have a good night. So yeah. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Thanks for the raid. Oh my gosh, this is all kinds of craziness, isn't it?